Since the start of the lockdown due to COVID-19, 3 million people in South Africa lost their jobs. 2 million of these were women. We as women play such a fundamental role in our societies, not only as businesswomen, but also as mothers, as partners, and as friends. And it's important that we thrive in life and also thrive towards our own identity and our own self-belief. In the wake of the fourth industrial revolution and in the midst of this pandemic, it is important that we look after ourselves and our female friends, and so that we in turn can make sure that we look after and raise a new generation. On this Women's Day, I would like to invite you to join mylife.co.za and Brainwave on a journey to recharge yourself. Make time for yourself. Don't just survive your life. Come to learn how to recharge and thrive. Our panelists will inspire us with different messages for our current challenges that we face. Christa Loots, mylife.co.za coach and consultant, will elaborate on retrenchments and how you can recalculate your future. Dr. Lynette Hutting, an educational psychologist, will inspire us on the power of how to be a woman. And lastly, Johan Olivier, the MD from mylife.co.za, will give us a bit more information about the product and the whole intention behind it. Are you ready to learn how to thrive in these challenging times? Come journey with us.
Hi there, my queens and my beautiful princesses. You know what's a princess? It's a queen in the making. So I'd like to encourage you, young women, old women, young girls, that this world is so beautiful. We all are very different, and this is why we have to embrace the diversity of who we are. The world will never be what it is today if you are not there. The world cannot be what it is if I'm not there. So therefore, live your life, milk it for what it is, give it your best. Go out there, do your best, do what you love. You are different, you are unique, and the world loves you because guess what? We all are very diverse in the way we are built, in our beautiful figures, in the way that we're structured, but we love you for who you are, for the substance that you bring into the world.
There is a lioness within every one of us, and it's time she awakens. Staying positive and focused in your life and career is challenging now more than ever before due to all the uncertainty, negative emotions, and anger that we are facing. Your mind is an incredible, powerful tool. What you tell it, that is what it believes. If you are negative, your mind will stay negative. So you have to put positive thoughts into your mind. I would love to share some of the principles that I've applied in my own life, not just to cope, but to stay on top of my game. Without these, I would not have made it through all my personal setbacks, disappointments, and life's low moments. I was only 25 when I was diagnosed with cancer. I was also through a divorce. I also was left bankrupt by somebody that signed a contract with me and never paid me. I also 7 years ago, when my husband had a knee operation, came out like a vegetable. We had to teach him again how to walk, how to talk, and to be part of our lives. And 2.5 years ago, I had to let him admitted at Frail Care. These are challenges that I had to face. So I'm not talking about something that I've read in a book or heard from a friend. I'm talking from my heart. And so I want to share with you these principles that help me, really help me to cope and to stay a fighter as a woman.
I'm one of the 2 million women in South Africa who lost their jobs due to COVID-19. After a traumatic time of 3 years, I finally walked into a permanent position with great pride on the 1st of March 2020, just to be retrenched at the end of June due to COVID-19. I know what it feels like to choose which bills are you going to pay. I know what it feels like to have your pride shattered, because having a job means that you have purpose. And I'm still fortunate. I have family and friends who support me, and I don't have dependents. So I don't even want to think about all the women in South Africa that still need to support their families. But you know what? We are not victims. A cliche is a cliche often because it's true. We cannot choose what happens to us, but we can choose how we're going to respond.
I'd really like to invite you to engage in a very special process. First, from the My Life environment, mylife.co.za, we really look and focus at 3 very important components to your life. That is your financial environment, your emotional and social wellness. What we've learned from the human being is that once these things go out of balance in some way, be that financially or emotionally, it usually disturbs the rest of the chain. And that is why we like to engage and love to engage with you as person to see that we sort of can restructure and make sure that you strike a balance to have a good and possible outcome for your life.
What a time to be alive in this world. And whilst I'm here on earth, living my life, I want to live my best life.